All right, guys. So today we're going to jump into Ian Book, who, like Felipe Franks, in my opinion, is another underrated quarterback in this year's draft. Ian Book had a very good 2020 year. That Notre Dame had a great 2020 year, and I think that year really helped solidify Ian Book and his draft status, and just helped show scouts there's definitely a place for Ian Book at the next level, whether as a starter, backup, whatever it may be. But I think he's got tools to work with, and I think he showed in 2020 that he can get better and did get better, particularly in the accuracy department and pushing the ball downfield a bit more like he did in 2018. 2019 we didn't see it as much, but 2020 he was kind of back to that pushing the ball downfield, showing that hey, he has a higher ceiling than most people probably think. But the film we're going to watch are going to show a few things that I really like about Ian Book, and one is this his pocket awareness, his pocket presence. That's kind of just that comes from experience, but it's just kind of a natural feel. And while at times that does get him into trouble, as he does hold on to the ball too long at times, and takes unnecessary sacks. At other times, it prevents him from throwing an interception. He only threw, what was it, 20, only threw 20 interceptions his entire career at Notre Dame. This past year, he only threw 3 interceptions, so he does do a great job of taking care of the ball. However, he does take unwanted sacks at times. However, his pocket presence is great. He's an athletic quarterback. He's able to move within the pocket, but also hurt you with his legs. He's able to go off script and make a play. He also has a stronger arm than people think. He doesn't have a rocket by any means. It's not like a Trevor Lawrence where he's just rocking downfield, or a Zach Wilson where he can just make the crazy type throws and put velocity in the ball. But he has a strong enough arm, and he takes care of the ball. So there's a lot to like about him. Plenty of experience, accurate quarterback, and I think he has a spot at the next level. What that next level is, I don't know, but there's definitely a spot, and 2020 was a big reason for him and for his draft stock and draft status. So enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and watch some of this film. Ian Book's ability to go off script and make a play, but also you're going to see some pretty good pocket presence and just awareness in general as he steps up in the pocket, is able to maneuver a little bit, but then finds a receiver. It looks simple, but it's enough for a first down, and is a good ability that he is able to show in this play, just to go off script and make a play. Let's go ahead and watch it here. Watch his pocket presence. Climbs the pocket. Knows where his receiver's at, picks up a first down. Let's watch from the end zone angle as well. You're going to really be able to see him climb the pocket and work throughout the pocket on this angle here. Watch him climb the pocket. I say downfield, knows where receiver's at. Looks simple, but enough to be a first down. Good example of Ian Book. 1, being the blitz. 2, showing good pocket presence and just awareness as you see him buy time. He's going to kind of not scramble, but just buy time by slowly moving to the left and back to give his receiver the ability to get open. And we're going to see some guys creep up. That's going to leave a space and a void where Ian Book's able to deliver the ball and not really go off script, but just use his athletic ability to buy some more time. And while Ian Book did a really good job of this during the season, at times whenever he would struggle, it was because of this. But this is not one of those examples. This is a good example of him buying time, using his athletic ability and using his experience, not freaking out when pressure's coming up, and finding the void where the defender is not. Let's go ahead and watch this. Guy comes in motion. Watch the backers blitz. Safety comes up. He comes up. Wide open receiver here. Receiver makes a play. Good on Ian Book here. 1, Ian Book buying time, using his legs, but staying in the pocket, showing very good pocket presence and very good awareness, and then throwing a very good catchable ball. So it might not look like a great ball from the naked eye, but just watch. He gives his receiver a chance. He has some big-bodied receivers, some big-bodied tight ends that he did a really good job this year of just giving those guys a chance, which is half the battle. And so while it might look like a 50-50 ball, so to speak, with his receivers and tight ends lined up against the DBs, it's more like a 70-30 type ball. And he did a good job of just giving his guys a chance, as well as demonstrating his good pocket awareness here. Let's go ahead and watch this play. It does end up in a touchdown. Buys time, stands in the pocket, good awareness. See, buys time here, and we're going to see he comes open. And so Ian Book, he has a good arm, but not a strong enough arm to throw a bullet to him inside this kind of this open area. But he throws it up over this defender before this defender is able to get over here. And this big body, I think he was a tight end. I'm not quite sure, but regardless, he's able to kind of box out the defender and make a catch. Let's go ahead and watch. Throws it up. Uses big body to box him out. Touchdown. Of Ian Book's experience coming into play and his ability to take what the defense gives him. You're going to see outside linebacker blitz, cornerback blitz, and he just takes what the defense gives him, throws it in space, right? So as quarterbacks, we're taught to wherever the blitz is coming from, there's going to be a void there. Get it to where that void is. That's exactly what Ian Book does. So, well, he had a good year this year and was better this year in 2020 than 2019 as far as pushing the ball downfield and making big plays. It was small plays like this, being efficient in these type of plays that I thought continued to show his maturity and his ability as he grew this year as an Notre Dame quarterback. So let's go ahead and watch this play here. We're going to see backward blitz. Corner comes in a blitz. He's looking at it, throws this quick out. Boom. Turns a potential bad play into a good play. Whenever Ian Book does struggle, which wasn't much in 2020, he did a very good job. But when he does struggles when he tends to hold on the ball too long, and when that happens, he kind of gets out of rhythm, and that kind of affects the next plays and the next plays and so forth. And that's common with a quarterback that is athletic and relies on his legs to make plays and get him out of trouble. He just doesn't want to give up on a play. And while this play there was no one necessarily open, the blocking was still set up. He didn't have to go up in the pocket. He could have waited to throw the ball away or make a different decision. But at the same time, the positive is, okay, he doesn't force a turnover. He doesn't force an interception. He only had 3 this year. But the negative is, okay, now I just took a sack. Now I'm further out of field goal range, and now I got a longer way to go for first down. So go ahead and watch this. You're going to see Clemson bring 6. The running back for Notre Dame stays in, right? So, so Clemson only brings 5. So they have plenty of blockers, right? So they got 6 blockers for Clemson's 5 just because this defender backed out. So he dropped back into coverage. Let's watch the play develop. So right now he's set, right? Like he doesn't need to go anywhere. Now his receivers are not open though, so let's give Clemson some credit. So he runs up, takes a sack. He could have stayed here. He could have thrown it away. I know these are all hindsight 2020 plays. This might not be the best example of holding on the ball too long, but still now this is a 5-ish yard loss compared to throwing it away or making a different decision. Of Ian Book is holding on to the ball way too long. Notre Dame does a great job up front. They prevent pressure. And now he's holding on the ball too long just because Clemson's defense does do a good job with coverage. However, you'll see a receiver come open before he scrambles. So he's going to take a probably 6-ish, 7-yard loss as opposed to throwing it away or staying in the pocket just a little bit longer to complete this ball down here. But again, this is very common in athletic quarterbacks and quarterbacks who use their legs enough. They just don't want to give up on the play. So let's go ahead and watch this. We're going to see Clemson's only coming with 5. Plenty of time. Does good in the pocket. Again, no one's initially open. Good coverage. However, we're going to see this guy come open. That is potentially a accessible throw. You'll see him come up. Boom. So now he's in trouble. Now Clemson's coming in. Hold on the ball too long. Now we take that unwanted loss right there. So again, we saw Ian Book and his ability to maneuver in the pocket, his ability to buy time, his ability to throw the receiver open, know how to use his receivers, so those big-bodied receivers, let those receivers go up and get it. Just give them a chance, and more times than not, they're probably going to come down with the ball. And then we showed a few things of what we need to work on just for the simple fact that we can hold on the ball too long, take unwanted sacks, and then put our teams in bad positions. It's going to be hard to go on a 2nd and 20, 3rd and 15 type deal. But overall, there's a lot to like about Ian Book. I think he brings a lot to the table for an NFL team, especially the way offenses are evolving, and you want that quarterback that can move a little bit more, which Ian Book can do. But he's also accurate, has a quick release, and gets rid of the ball and knows what to do with the ball. And he's experienced, and he's smart with the ball, as we see with his turnovers being so low. And we saw the clip of him with a successful play versus the blitz. So again, a lot to like about Ian Book. We'll have more quarterback draft breakdowns coming out. If you like the channel or you like anything quarterback, we do all quarterback content. So please like, subscribe, comment, all that good YouTube stuff, and we'll see you next time.